Alright, how's it going, guys? I have in front of me this amazing collection of cereals from Post. And these things are just some of the most out-of-bounds cereals that there are. These are all the like candy and Hostess-inspired kinds of cereals that they have. So I've got some that are familiar, like the s'mores cereal, one of my favorites of all time, along with a bunch that I have never tried, like the golden Oreos, Sour Patch Kids. I don't know what any of this stuff is gonna taste like. I'm gonna see if I can eat every single one of these boxes of cereal. I'm not gonna do it for time, not super fast. I'm just gonna try them and let you guys know what I think of all of these different kinds of cereals. So we have one heck of a lineup. This is just absolutely insane. So I'm gonna clear off, make some room. And I think I'm gonna start with these Hostess-inspired cereals with the powdered mini donuts and the honey buns. Then we're gonna have our moderately sized bowl in front of us because we're only gonna be eating one box at a time. Whoa! And right off the bat, these things smell so unique. They really do smell like a powdered donut. I can tell there is tons of sugar in this. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's crazy how they captured the like powdered donut taste of this. Like somehow it tastes like these are sprinkled with powdered sugar. Mm. I don't know how they did it, guys, but they captured Hostess Donettes into a cereal. This stuff tastes amazing. Yeah, this is really authentic flavor. I love it. I don't think that I like it quite as much as I like some other kinds of cereal. It is just kind of sweet flavor without a lot of nuance to it. So I'm gonna give this like 7 out of 10. But seriously, I don't know how they got that authentic flavor in there. Made it taste like friggin' donuts. It's good. All right, so that was the donut cereal. It's not quite empty. There's a little bit left, but I think I'm gonna move on to the Hostess Honey Bun cereal now. Honey Buns, another amazing pastry from Hostess that got turned into a cereal. Woo! Again, it smells like it is just sugar on top of sugar. A little bit of honey and a little bit of cinnamon spice in there. So it does have actual honey in it, but no spices or anything. It does have natural and artificial flavor, so I wonder if that's what I'm tasting. But without any more stalling, let's pour some milk and try this stuff out. Yes, get a little hint of honey in that flavor. Not quite as much like the original pastry flavor as the donut cereal, but still friggin' tasty. And it is still packed with sugar. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of like Honey Graham cereal or something like that. So I think it's pretty good. Not quite as authentic to the original Hostess pastry flavor. So I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. Not quite as good, still pretty good though. I don't think I would pass this up if it was offered to me. It is crazy how difficult it is to eat this cereal really quickly. Like, it is a slow eating cereal. Something that makes you savor that flavor. Although it is nice that even though it's been soaking in the milk for a little bit now, it's still nice and crispy, still nice and crunchy, but not so like crunchy that it hurts the inside of my mouth. I've noticed that with some cereal, when I do these giant cereal challenges, the inside of my mouth is just torn to shreds afterwards, but not the case with this. This is a good balance of like soft and textured. Captain Crunch cereal, don't ever eat too much of that at one time. All right, I think that was pretty good. Like I said, I didn't like it quite as much as the donut cereal, but still not a bad tasting cereal all in all. Now I've got 9 of these boxes of cereals, so I'm gonna try to get through a third one in this first sitting. I think I'm gonna try this Sour Patch Kids cereal. I don't know that I've ever even had Sour Patch Kids candy, so I don't know what this is gonna taste like. Oh, it smells kind of sour. Let's see, what have we got in here? We have some corn syrup, we have citric acid, and I think that's the only like sour ingredient that we have in here. So it's probably just gonna be citric acid and some natural flavors. Now this is absolutely ridiculous color going on here. I'm certain that this is gonna turn my milk friggin' gray with all these different artificial colors. I mean, the smell that's coming off of this reminds me of the smell of like a confection stand at a movie theater or something. This is pretty ridiculous. All right, let's dig into it a little bit. It's very crunchy. Oh my gosh. And it does have a little bit of tang to it. I don't know if I'd call it sour. It's got a little bit of bite to it. It does have a flavor that's really reminiscent of like a very sweet lemonade. So I think that's where the citric acid flavor is coming in. I'm not a giant fan of just straight up candy, so I don't think I'd like this quite as much as some other cereals. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. No, yeah, a 5 out of 10, that sounds about right to me. Because I have a feeling this is gonna be like eating just a big bowl of candy. Oh man, I hope this softens up in this milk a little bit. Because I think this is the one that's going to tear up my mouth. We lost some light, guys, but I'm gonna power through this with just one light going on. All right, getting down to the bottom of this bowl, it's getting a little bit soggy, a little bit softer, but I have to say that combination of like the crunchy, really hard texture of this cereal, it is tearing up my mouth a little bit. That combination with the citric acid and the sourness, that's like rubbing lemon juice in a wound. Like, this is getting a little bit painful. I think I'm gonna have to downgrade this to like a 4 out of 10, maybe even a 3 out of 10, because the flavor is just not very good and the experience is rather painful. Yeah, citric acid and sour flavors with milk, awful flavor combination. Definitely downgrading this to a 3 out of 10. Sour Patch Kids. I don't know how this got past QA. It was absolutely awful. Alright guys, I gotta take care of the rest of my day. I'm gonna come back later and try out some other of Post's amazing cereal lineup. So until then, I'll catch you guys later. Hello again, and we're back a little later in the day. I gave myself a nice shave, so I'm probably looking a little bit cleaner. I'm just chilling, hanging out, watching some TV, and I've got a couple more of these boxes of cereal. I wanted to try the Golden OREO O's cereal. This one's new to me. I've tried the original, like, Oreos before, but never the golden. So I'm gonna see how these things taste. Now, I personally like the golden Oreos more than the original Oreos, so I'm really looking forward to these. I hope they're really good. The smell of these is very similar to the Hostess Donettes cereal. Apply the obligatory milk. And let's get eating. You know, honestly, these are very similar to the Donettes cereal. Like, the taste is almost the same. Not a whole lot of difference in flavor. I feel like these might be a little bit richer, a little bit more of like a buttery flavor, not just straight up sweet. I don't know, that's tough. It does remind me quite a bit of like the Golden Oreos cookie flavor, not so much the cream. I guess they might be hoping that you'll get a little bit of that cream from the milk itself. It's not bad, it is very sweet. It doesn't remind me a whole lot of Oreos though, so I'm a little bit disappointed with that. I'm gonna say that these are 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. They're pretty tasty. inside of my mouth is starting to feel all this cereal. It's getting torn up quite a bit. But next up, I did have to follow them up with the classic OREO O's. Gonna see if I can get through at least 2 boxes in this sitting. Oh yeah, these smell a whole lot more like the actual Oreos. So I'll bet the flavor in these is gonna be very similar to standard classic Oreos. Oh yeah, nice rich cocoa flavor on these actually. Not quite as sweet as I was expecting. I think I need a little bit more milk. Always come prepared when you're eating tons and tons of cereal. Yeah, a strong cocoa flavor coming off of these. Not like milk chocolate either. Like a dark cocoa flavor, like hot cocoa. You know, it is a little bit like hot cocoa, but cold and edible instead of drinking. They did something to add a little bit of that like Oreo cream flavor to it. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's definitely not just the milk. I feel like it's a little bit sweeter than the Oreo cookies. I do like that these do taste a lot like Oreos, you know, dipped in milk or something like that. So I'm gonna give these a 6 or 7 out of 10. don't know if anybody can make eating like the last few dregs of cereal look good. I just feel like I'm really ugly when I'm doing it. Alright, I feel like I got a little bit of room left, so I got this third box of Chips Ahoy cereal. So sticking with the cookie theme right now, I'm gonna see how these things taste. Now just looking at these, they look very similar to like Cookie Crisp cereal. Huh, interesting. And they've got some kind of strange smell coming off of them that differentiate them a little bit. I wonder if it's like vanilla or something. Maybe like a hint of a vanilla or caramel flavor. It's a little bit difficult to tell exactly what it is. Right off the bat, I can tell you that there is a lot more complexity and depth to this flavor than Cookie Crisp, even though it does look almost identical. Oh wow, yeah. And with the milk, this is the best like milk and cookies cereal I've had yet. I love this. This is really delicious. Like it is very reminiscent of like a chocolate chip cookie dunked in some milk. This does not taste like something you should have for breakfast. But I love this. I'm gonna say 7.5 or an 8 out of 10 at least. It does have a little bit of that like artificial flavoring kind of taste to it. So I think they do use some artificial caramel flavoring. So that's a little bit disappointing, but really not a deal breaker at all. This is really, really good. Those were 3 of the cookie cereals. Oreos, OREO Golden O's, and Chips Ahoy. I'm pretty stuffed right now. I think I'm going to rest a little bit, take some digestive enzymes, and see if I can get back to those last few boxes of cereal in a bit. So, catch you guys on the flip side.
The next day.
Alright, how's it going, guys? I have in front of me this amazing collection of cereals from Post. These things are just some of the most the s'more cereal, one of my favorites. And we're saving the best for last. As you can see, I'm eating my last set of cereal as I'm editing this video. So this is a little bit like a video editing inception, if you will. So next up, one of my favorites that I've ever tried. If you guys have watched this channel for a while, you know that I've rated this before already like a 9 out of 10, but I could not pass it up. I want to let you guys know, again, just to remind you exactly how amazing the Post Honey Maid s'more cereal is. Oh, it smells like a campfire. Golden graham crackers, amazing Hershey's chocolate, and those roasted marshmallows all in a cereal. So good. And just to multitask, I am going to be editing this video while I'm eating these last couple of cereals. So let's see how well that works out. Oh, it smells so good. This stuff is still just amazing. Oh, it is so delicious. I mean, I think those honey graham cracker pieces are just like the most amazing thing in the world. Like I said, an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Not only my favorite cereal, but one of my favorite foods. Like one of my favorite prepackaged foods anyway in the world. It's hard to think of how something could get even better than this. eat this every day for the rest of my life. Too bad it's gone, but that's all right. We're gonna move on to Nilla cereal banana pudding. So I think this is gonna be like vanilla wafers with some banana pudding flavor. I'm a little bit dubious about like unnatural banana flavor. I don't really like those kinds of artificial flavors that are fruity, but I won't get ahead of myself. I'm still gonna try it. It really does smell like, you know, artificial banana candy kind of flavoring. Oh, and it does have marshmallows in it. Didn't realize that. Always a plus. These are the same kind of discs that the Chips Ahoy cereal was. Oh, yeah. Super artificial flavoring in that. It tastes like, I don't know, some kind of cleaning product or something. Not super happy with that. Yeah, I think they went way too heavy with the banana flavor in this. Like, I want to actually like cut up a banana and put it on top of this. Because let's see, do we have any like dehydrated banana or anything like that in here? No, we only have natural flavoring. So, I'm really full. I'm a little bit sick of cereal, but I'm gonna see if I can get through this whole bowl of banana pudding cereal. I could use some like chocolate flavoring on top of this, or something like a peanut butter flavoring, because I know peanut butter and bananas go well together. Chocolate and bananas go well together. No, this is just kind of bland. I'm gonna say it's not particularly offensive, not really bad, but really not very good. Just middle of the road, 5 out of 10. Nothing special going on here. Well guys, I'm a little disappointed with that one, but luckily, like I said, bananas and peanut butter, awesome flavor combination. And the last up is the Nutter Butter cereal. Now this is another one that I've already had on this channel, but I've never really talked about it in depth. So let's try it out. Now I can tell just from the smell of it that although it does have peanut butter, you can also really tell that it has some like artificial peanut butter flavor in it. I really wish they just went with authentic peanut butter and none of those artificial flavors, but sometimes you can't have it all. Although I do have to say that this is one of the ones that tastes the most like the cookie that it's trying to emulate. So Nutter Butter cereal does taste a whole lot like Nutter Butters. And even though I usually don't think that a combination of peanut butter and dairy like milk goes together very well, this is one of those ones that's like strangely like transcends that and just tastes really, really delicious. I love Nutter Butter cookies. And this cereal just tastes amazing. And if my mouth wasn't so torn up from all the cereal that I've already eaten today, I'd probably enjoy this a little bit more. But I'm still gonna try my best to get through this whole bowl of Nutter Butter cereal. And I honestly think the combination of the peanut butter from the Nutter Butter cereal and the bananas from that Nilla wafer cereal, it really does taste pretty good. I gotta say, not too bad. The Nutter Butter cereal by itself, so I'm gonna give it 7.5, maybe even an 8 out of 10. But that's just my own personal preference. If you don't like peanut butter as much as me, you might not like it as much because it does have a little bit of that artificial taste to it. But if you like those cookies, you're gonna love this cereal, I guarantee it. Done and done. I mean, those were some excellent cereals. A couple of them were not so good. Looking at you, Sour Patch Kids. But again, S'mores, excellent cereal. Nutter Butter, excellent cereal. Also a couple of those other ones like those Hostess Donettes and Honey Bun cereal were really tasty. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Maybe it inspires you to go out and try some of these new cereals yourself. If you do try them, make sure to let me know what you think. Let me know if there's some other cereals that I should try. And until next time, peace out and you guys take it easy.